Hello everyone, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are. So you catch me now on our flight between Frankfurt and Boston. We're about, at this time, we're still over Canada. I think this is Newfoundland, and we are in contact with Moncton Center, and they're guiding us at this moment en route towards Boston, and very soon we'll reach a waypoint that will then transition onto the United States of America. So you join me here as we will prepare initially for our descent. Very soon, you can see Boston already is within 300 miles of us. At Alex at 74 miles. At Alex at 74 miles, we'll switch over to Boston, and then we'll have some arrival information going in for us. So we have been flying at this point for 6 hours and 46 minutes. A block of 705. And we're just in time. So I'm going to start preparing for the arrival. Oh. You find me surprised because I see here that Navigraph has now got VFR flights for Europe, which by Rogers or something, which is quite nice. I do enjoy a little bit of European VFR flying. So I'm going to go down here. We're going to go ask some air traffic, sorry, for the ATIS from Boston. And we'll see what we can expect for our arrival. There. At the moment, I can tell you, according to Navigraph, it looks like it's going to be pretty good weather. -4. I'd had a look earlier. It said -8, and I wasn't expecting it to be that cold in Boston. I think Russia is still, in parts of Russia, so like 2 or 3 degrees, still above freezing. So I was quite surprised. So everything's been going peachy according to plan. We've been keeping an eye on fuel temperature. Obviously, the flight isn't long enough for the fuel temperature to get anywhere cold enough for us to be concerned. I'll be around the -40s. Depends on the kind of fuel that you have, of course. But our fuel is still at -20, so pretty good still. Aircraft has been progressing nicely. And in all honesty, there hasn't been much to report for our during our Atlantic crossing. It's been quiet. I had a nap. North Atlantic did come on a couple times. We did a slop. We also did we do anything else? No, that's it. It's been a quiet crossing. I guess we still have not received the weather. No. Let's check out the ATSU system and see if maybe it's come through here. No ding dong. Ah, there's weather. There we go. Boston Logan Airport information, Quebec. 210 at 7, so it's southwesterly. 10 statute miles. Few at 5,000. Few at flight level 250 is -4. Altimeter 3023. Keep forgetting they use inches of mercury here. ILS 22 left approach in use. Departing 22 right. Excuse me. 133.45 Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy. Goodbye, thank you. Let's say hello. Let's see what they have to say to us today. Boston, good afternoon. Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy, flight level 380.
The 7 Kilo Boston.
Okay. Hello to everybody. ILS 22 left approach in use, departing runway 22 right. 27 is approved for turnoff after landing. Read back all whole short instructions and assigned altitudes. Numerous cranes in the Boston area and vicinity of Logan Airport. 9 and 27 closed, but we know we can go in. Wonderful. So let's take you on to SimBrief so you can take a look at how we're going to plan this arrival. I've had a look at it already. I haven't set it up, obviously. There we go. We're coming in via RJ, and starting the Ocean 5 arrivals. That's the RJ transition. It's going to take us to Sufi, Nico, Euro, and then Ocean. So there's holes available at RJ, and you see that 20 nautical mile mark over there. So it's not going to be based off 1 minute outbound legs. We're going to go fly 20 miles, turn back in. So it's obviously above this part is not to scale, and it's going to look more like this when we see it open. So really long racetracks. At Ocean is 250, between 140 and 100,000 feet. For 22 left, which is this way down here, I think we're going to go fly to Gergio, Bridget, and then I'm going to assume that we'll probably head up northbound. So Hanover, no, sorry, Ada, Lizzie. So 6,000, 6,000 at 210 and 220, respectively. Oh, it tells you here. We end up at Lizzie, and then we expect radar vectors. Yeah, perfect. Point to remember here in the United States, they just tell you to clear by you're clear to descend by the arrival, and then you just descend, which is a little bit different for our EASA brains. We expect to get explicit clearances, but yeah, it is what it is. And then from there, we're going to set up for the ILS 22 left. ILS a localizer purchase 22 left. That starts normally Wayne. I think they're going to call it Wayne, maybe Focus, and then zoom all. Platform's going to be at 1700. We'll already be fully configured there, about 5.5 miles, and we'll use minimums of 220. All of these altitudes need to be.
For now, descend and maintain flight level 210, and I need to maintain 260 knots.
All of these need to be corrected for cold weather operations because the temperature, as we know, it is -2 degrees Celsius. Don't know much about what to expect once we arrive in Boston. We're going to touch down. We've got a giant displaced threshold there. We're approved to exit via 27 and 09. We're going to use greater than idle reverse and probably flaps full for the arrival, and we'll try to exit on Papa if we can. And I'm going to monitor that progress on my Navigraph here. Before the arrival process itself, just to get rid of the screen on your screen, we might end up using just the Lido charts for the arrival. International terminal is Terminal Echo all the way up there, so we probably have a decent taxi back as well. Missed approach procedure in the event of ILS 22 left. Straight ahead to Winnie, and we're going to climb to 3,000 feet, and we'll get some radar vectors from that point on. Huh. All right, I think that's actually kind of a brief as well. I mean, do you want me to tell you what I'll do and points and stuff? Sure. I mean, 12 miles, I want to be around flaps 2, or actually Wayne, I want to be around flaps 2. As we get to about halfway between Wayne and Vocus, we can drop the gear, and then once we hit the glide, we'll do the final flap setting, flap 4. Auto brakes, we're going to use medium for landing, full flaps and brakes, full reversers. Okay, let's go set that up like I said I was going to do.
United 201. United 201, roger, maintain 300 knots.
Boston, the ILS approach 22 left. We're doing the Ocean 5 arrival with the AJ transition, and the Noli transition at the end of it. Insert that, and it'll be set up, and our descent plan should change shortly. Let's go ahead and set up the rest of the stuff here. QNH, it's going to be an altimeter 30. Temperature -4. And the wind is 190 at 7 knots.
Just verify it's descend via the Robux arrival, runway 22 left.
Config full as we discussed. and the minimum is going to be 216. I'm going to round it up to a nice 220 for the arrival. You know what? I've decided I'll go auto brakes low instead, and then if any extra brake is required, I'll just do that on my feet. Decimal 79 was set up earlier. That was for passenger comfort because it was getting a little bit bumpy as we were flying over Newfoundland, but we'll go ahead and set that back to managed. And in all things considered, I think we are now set up for the arrival. I'll just go ahead and pick the right plates here on, on Lido as well. Actually, let me just get that the right order. Ocean 5.
Crossing Calvert 120, and can you give me the altimeter again, please?
The Kennedy altimeter 3021.
AGC, APC.
3021, thank you.
I will take a look at the AFC as well.
There is 442 Nantucket Airport at your 12 o'clock. 8 miles report still in sight.
Okay, done.
Let us know when you have it set, 8447.
And there's 442. Are you familiar with third point, the reporting point?
Okay, so I need to correct for cold weather ops, but I unfortunately don't have my my calculator here, so we're gonna do it the old school way and just sort of write it down how it used to be. So MSA I can see is 25. Between 0 and 10 degrees it's 10%. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the MSA 2500 and subtract it from the aerodrome elevation. Let me find my calculator app. Yeah, there we go. 2500 minus 16, which gives us 2484. And then we're going to take 10% of that, which works out to 248, and then add that back to 2500, which is the MSA. So that works out to 2748.4, which I'm going to go ahead and call it 28. MSA 28. And then what you need to do with that is all the altitudes on your plates that are below 2800 need to be corrected. So nothing here on the stars. Excuse me. Direct ocean, Lufthansa 7 kilo. Clear direct ocean.
United 201 descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, accept maintain 300 knots. Boston altimeter 3023.
Roger, arrive, Rubik 3, maintain flight level 17.
Pardon me, so everything seems to be above the corrected MSA of 2800. It's only on the ILS chart that we have focus that's below, which we're going to correct. So 1700 at Vocus.
Roger, this is my first flight on VATSIM.
LOL.
No problem.
Minus 16. And we're going to take 10% of that. 168 plus 1700. So we need to be there at Vocus above 1868, which we're going to correct to 19. Let's go ahead and put that up here as well. Focus.
United 1067.
Plus 1900.
Contact Boston approach 133.0.
Done. And the minimums need to be corrected as well. The minimum's 220 here. Minus 16. 10% of that. Plus the 220 back. The minimum is going to be 241. Let's go ahead and set that. I'm not going to round it to nearest 10. Actually, why not? Let's make it 250. Minimum's 250 is set. Good, so we're done with cold weather ops. It's just cold. The runway is quite dry and stuff, so we don't really need to do the engine anti-ice or the wing and all that stuff. Depending on how humid it is, actually it isn't humid. I thought we could expect cold sock, but it doesn't seem to be really an Airbus thing. It's mostly a Boeing thing, I guess. So I think we are now set up, ladies and gents. We're set up for this arrival. What I'm going to do is I'll let you guys listen a little bit more to the air traffic control, which I think is here.
Foxtrot Romeo, leaving my airspace. Near approach offline, radar service terminated. For just change approved. Good day.
And enjoy your arrival into Boston.
Bye-bye. 9 Fox Romeo.
I've just...
Boston and A340-300, just passing over third point.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this down for a sec.
There's
So I've just gotten access back to the G's landing monitor thing. So I'm gonna try find a way to get that up on screen. So you'll be able to see it. Yeah. So how do I now do that? Yeah, so you can see how well or how poorly we're landing. Okay. Okay, so I think it's sort of set up. Okay. Maybe it's a bit too well set up. Okay, I'm gonna do something like, excuse me. Maybe I should have thought of this before I started the stream. How high up is that? Okay, fine. We're just gonna, whoops. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna tell you what it is. And you guys can trust me. I think that's the best way to do it. I'll also record the landing, and we can take a look at it after.
453, did you check in?
Okay.
Lufthansa 453 with you.
Enjoy the air traffic control.
453, thank you. And maintain level 390, please.
Lufthansa 453, maintain flight level 390.
Qatari 158 at the top of descent.
Sorry, 158, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3023.
Qatari 158 descending via Ocean 5, runway 22 left.
Southwest 5668,
I do like to see some contrails.
Southwest 5668, 33.0.
United 201, resume the published speeds at Roebuck.
Roger, public speed at Roebuck. Slowing down to 260 knots.
Roger, and
Boston
United
Center,
2...
Belavia 955, good afternoon, with you, passing 290.
I blocked the call sign. Is that Belarusavia 955?
Yeah, roger.
Belarusavia 955, Boston, radar contact. Climb maintain level 360.
Clamp and maintain 360, Belavia 955.
Oh,
United 201,
Belavia.
contact Boston approach 133.0.
Over to 133.0. Have a
Interesting that they're here, Belavia.
Okay, 3712. Can you set the visual approach for me, please?
Affirm from official for Romeo 11, what's it? Frankurt mission
Figure 3712, affirmative. Clear visual approach for me 11. And I understand you're probably high there. If you want to do a 360 or maneuver as you need, that is approved.
Roger, thank you.
Thanks for the help.
Boston Center, Steer City for 42, we're vacated 24 on Charlie, see if we can go back to the GA ramp.
Steers 442, tax the ramp, remain this frequency, have a good day.
Right, over to the ramp this frequency, good day.
Alright, Twin Boston via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3023, zooms of the published speed.
Alright, descend via the Roebuck 3, landing 22 left, and public speed, sorry, 2112.
Qatari 158, do I have to contact another frequency, 133.0?
Qatari 158, not for about 10 more minutes.
Alright, can I leave the cockpit for 3 minutes?
That's approved. Air France 463, contact Boston approach 133.0.
133.0, thank you, Air France 463.
Hotel Bravo India Kilo Sierra, contact Boston Center 123.75.
123.75, cheers, Hotel Kilo Sierra, good day.
Good day. Drive 2112, contact Boston approach 133.0.
Sorry guys, I'm just doing some last minute admin
Nothing, drive 2112.
just before we start our descent.
JetBlue 898 Boston Center, you on frequency? Windmill 1081 Boston Center. Hello, climb maintain level 380.
Well, I was trying to put up an ad, so
Hotel Lima, climb maintain level 37.
if anybody took a look at my flight plan on, I don't know, on VATSIM or any of your VATSIM apps, you could see the links for the stream and for my YouTube channel, so you could watch it there as well. Just to have a couple more people to talk to, I suppose.
3712, wind is 2103, runway 11, cleared wind. Okay, you can maneuver as necessary.
Boston Center, good afternoon. Air Canada 611, checking in flight level 360.
Air Canada 611, Boston Center, hello. Lufthansa 453, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
Contact Mountain Center 132.2, Lufthansa 453, night flight.
You too.
Can I go ahead and select
JetBlue
Boston?
898 Boston Center.
Boston Center, JetBlue 898. We're passing flight level 187, Roebuck 3 arrival.
JetBlue 898, roger. Squawk 5340.
5340, JetBlue 898.
Philadelphia 9955, requesting 340 is final.
Philadelphia 955, climb maintain bubble 38, correction, climb maintain bubble 340, 34.
340, Philadelphia 955, accept.
France 334 X-ray, turn left, heading 090, descend and maintain bubble 240, vectors for decline.
Left 090 degrees and descent 240, France, carefully.
Lufthansa 7 kilo, descend and maintain bubble 260.
Descend and maintain flight level 260, Lufthansa 7 kilo. 260.
898 radar contact, 15 miles southwest Roebuck intersection, descend via
First
the
descent,
Roebuck 3
descent.
arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3023.
3023 and descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, and can we expect
nice.
the Arnav Yankee to the runway 22 left by any chance?
Just ask the approach controller for that. I'll hand you off to him in about 1 minute.
Copy that, thank you.
Boston Center, question.
Stand by American 2978, you on frequency? Good 963, contact Moncton Center 132.2, good 8.
132.2 in 963.
You're at 3712, left turn wind, able tax ramp via Alpha, have a good day.
Left road able, ramp, yeah, very much.
Air Shuttle 243, clearance available.
Ready to copy Air Shuttle 243.
Air Shuttle 243 cleared to the Echo India November Airport via the Bangor 5 departure. Radar vectors top as filed. Maintain 10,000, squawk 7073.
Cleared to Shannon via the, I believe it was Bangor 5 departure, maintain 10,000, and can I get the squawk code one more time?
Air Shuttle 243, squawk 7073.
7073 for Air Shuttle 243.
Air Shuttle 243, read that correct, advise ready to check.
Ready to taxi, Air Shuttle 243.
Air Shuttle 243, runway 15, taxi via Alpha, that's ready.
Copy.
Friends 334 X-ray, turn right heading 130.
Turn right 130 degrees, Air France,
Pretty good angle of the airplane, this.
898, contact Boston approach 133.0.
133.0, jet blue 898, thank you.
Yep. United 593, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3023. On the altimeter 3023 at Boston. American 2978
Altimeter
Boston,
3023 as we said.
American 2978 with you.
I think Lido, I like this from Lido.
Descend and maintain the flight level 270, then cross buoy at maintain level 230.
46 meters wide, grooved 2,700 meters long. So that's what we're going to do. It's terps, obviously, so it's a 3.3 go around gradient.
Descending flight level 270, and could you please say again 8.4230 American 2978?
American 2978 is buoy. That should be Bravo uniform, Oscar Yankee Yankee. It's on the Scout 3 arrival that you're on.
Bravo uniform, Oscar Yankee Yankee at 230 American 2978.
Thank you.
Boston, how you doing? American 1242, just fast news 270.
American 1242 Boston Center, radar contact, position supported, descend and maintain level 230.
Maintain level 230, American 1242.
American 1242, clear direct Pro V.
American Pro V 1242.
Boston Tower, Delta 252, climbing flight level 180 to climbing to 370.
Delta 252 Boston Center, radar contact, climb maintain level 370.
I maintain 370, Delta 252, thank you.
A gentle descent.
334 X-ray, turn right heading 180.
About
180 degrees cross checker flight.
120 miles away from Boston, so we should have been at 360.
Delta 7 Kilo, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3023.
Descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, landing 22 left, Boston altimeter 3023. Lufthansa 7 Kilo. My God, when they say altimeter, I get a bit confused. So the Ocean 5 as we've been cleared. So Ocean, we need to be below flight level 140.
Okay, are you unable the Ocean 5 arrival?
Descend via so 140 is set, and the airplane will take care of it.
United 593, contact Boston approach 133.0.
So she's going to bring me in nicely between Ocean at level 140 and 090.
Qatari 158, contact Boston approach.
I don't know how much traffic there is, but it's good that there's no holding.
Qatari 158, contacting 133.0, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Boston Center, hello, Air India 1549, flight level 380 for 390 with you.
Yeah, it's very conservative.
Boston Center, radar contact. Emirates 270, contact Moncton Center 132.2.
Emirates.
123.2.
We'll take 240 transfer for flight.
Air France 334 X-ray, was that you?
Air France Air Flight approaching 240, follow 8 to left for Western Air France Air Flight.
Air France 334 X-ray, descend and maintain 14,000. The Boston altimeter 3023, turn right, heading 240.
Flight 240 degrees and descending 140 degrees and finish 3023 Air France Airport.
I think after
Air
Ocean.
334 X-ray, I just want to verify, are you unable the Ocean 5 arrival?
Negative, only LS runway 22 left Air France Airport.
Okay, Air France 334 X-ray, how about Scott? Can you go direct Scott for me?
Confirm now, direct Scott, Sierra Kilo Uniform Papa.
Air France 34 X-ray, yep, direct Scott, that's Sierra Charlie, Uniform Papa, and cross Scott at maintain 11,000 and 250 knots.
That's up and a descent 110, foster traffic.
I think this is straight in approach with my name in on it. Well, not straight in, but something like from ocean. Anyway, let's.
And Air Shuttle 243 holding short of 338.
I mean, she's doing a mostly good job in terms of descent.
Air Shuttle 243.
So we'll just let the VNAV, sorry, the
turn left on course.
airplane handle the descent.
Take up 33 left on course, Air Share 243.
I think sometimes I'm a little bit over eager to do my own math, you know, and just source a few. Oops. Say cosa.
2283 12714.
Okay, that was interesting. And then I saw a couple of reels where they said that was a very boomer thing to do.
Delta 2283 Boston Center, climb maintain level 2, correction, climb maintain level 320.
Climb maintain level 320, Delta 2283.
Alright, I seem to have somehow fucked this up. Yeah, I fucked this up.
I was on the landline. Someone else was trying to check in with me. Who was that?
So it seems what I've managed to do here.
American 1242, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3020.
Is I have somehow managed to. Well, I was attempting to use lossless scaling because in Frankfurt it was a little bit stuttery without lossless scaling. It's been butter smooth since. I've not been to Boston in a very long time, so I tried to activate lossless scaling, but somehow I seem to have activated lossless scaling over my start menu, which obviously threw everything in for a loop.
240, clear direct ocean.
240 direct ocean, 11955.
Reference 334 X-ray, contact Boston approach 133.0.
I think some air conditioning would be helpful. Pardon me.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Stuffy in here. It's one of those weird days where it's kind of chilly outside, not necessarily cold, but warm inside. I would like to meet the contractor of whoever built my house because they haven't really done a great job. Okay, thrust descent, and here we go.
Wind bell 1081, clear direct ZJ.
Thank you, direct ZJ, 1081.
Yeah, so anyway, this is what happens when maybe the math isn't quite mathing. So you're on the descent path, obviously, but the descent path is maybe not as steep as was expected, or yeah, which is why the speed is now sort of bleeding off, despite us being on the descent path. So what you're going to see is when it hits the little pink line there, the engines are going to come back alive and they're going to spool up to maintain the speed. And when they do that, there you go, she's going to spool up now. Yep, and what's going to happen is that green dot is going to start ducking under just a little bit below now, and then the plane is going to dive for it, and when it starts diving it's going to pick up speed and that's going to come back down. So I think, oh no, it's quite a shallow descent then in this case. So it seems we're descending with 60% N1, so quite a bit of power. I like myself a nice idle descent, but you know, it's okay. Comfortable for the passengers at least.
Shuttle 243, radar contact, climb maintain bubble 370.
370, air share 243.
I think I've had enough of the ocean for today. That's all we've seen. Ocean and more ocean. And we're just still got a little bit more of ocean to go. I saw parts of the mainland there, or it could have been a cloud. Ah, no, there's mainland. Okay. Some mountains even. Very nice. Let's go. Okay, so my camera is doing the thing where it gets stuck again. Just, really don't know how to force it to stay open. Maybe if I tap the back of the screen every once in a while, maybe that helps. Let us see. So texting while flying, which is something we obviously can't do. But we have Elon Musk tanked for Starlink, so maybe we don't have to wait all that long. And is it just me, or has it gone really quiet? Okay, so I think I know what's going on. It seems that my internet is dipping every once in a while, which is why we have
Control,
okay,
Redwood
cool.
154, cruising at height level 370 and
Went quiet there for a second. So that's probably why the camera stops as well, because it just I'm having a weird connection every once in a
Redwood
while.
154 Boston Center, roger, radar contact, maintain flight level 370.
maintain flight level 370, Redwood 154.
Air Shuttle 243, climb, maintain flight level 410.
410, Air Shuttle 243.
Okay, this is America, transition altitude, sorry, transition level here already. Let's go ahead and set 3023. I think it was 3023 is set. That's roughly QNH 1024. Pull you up 1024 here, which is 3023. Set. Switch you over. So a little bit quicker to set your...
Niner Hotel Lima, contact Moncton Center, 132.2.
It's a bit quicker to set it in hectopascals and then switch over to inches of mercury.
Airshare 243, contact Moncton Center, 132.2.
132.2, have a good day.
Right, the Air France that was ahead of us, roughly around ocean as well, they got cleared sort of on a 90 degree, sorry, they got cleared something like this, heading this way. So I guess that's something we could probably expect as well. But that's still about the same as flying straight in, and even if they told us to fly straight in right now, we're very good on
American
position.
2978, cross Sea Dog. Okay, none of those are right. American 2978, cross Skogs, add maintain 11,000. Rolling altimeter 3018.
Crossing Skogs at 11,000, altimeter 3018, American 2978.
Okay. Arabia 955, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 3020.
Descent via Ocean 5 arrival to the left, 3020, Belgrade 955.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, contact Boston approach 133.0.
1330 Lufthansa 7 Kilo, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
133, nada. One three point nothing is here.
593.
We'll clear descent via the ocean, so we set that
Charlie
there.
123 Kilo, stereo, do you have an approach request?
Yes, we would like to shoot the RNAV 23 into Lawrence. That's our request when we get over that way.
JetBlue 898, turn left heading 250, join the localizer and make CT left. JetBlue 898, turn left heading 250, join the localizer and make CT left.
Left heading 250 to join the localizer, 22 left, JetBlue 898.
Air France 224 X-ray, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000 at final, straight through 5.
United 593, turn left heading 300.
300, United 593.
JetBlue 898, you're 10 miles from
Busy.
focus, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared our left runway 22 left.
Maintain 3000 until established, we're clear for the ILS 22 left approach, JetBlue 898.
Boston approach, Lufthansa 7 Kilo, heavy, Airbus 340, passing 13,400, descending via the Ocean 5 arrival, information Quebec.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, Boston, heavy Boston approach, hello, speed 210, it's the ILS runway 22 left approach.
Reduce speed 210 knots, ILS approach, runway 22 left, request speed 217 so we can keep clean.
Air France 224 X-ray, speed 180.
Okay.
Speed 180, Air France, Rachel Flex.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, approved as requested.
Climbing, identified.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, approved as requested.
Thank you, we'll do minimum clean, Lufthansa 7 Kilo, thank you.
JetBlue 898, speed 180 until
So,
Vegas,
speed
Boston,
VS and 1000. I'm gonna,
3.8 and speed 180.
sorry, I'm gonna
focus,
pull
JetBlue
the
898.
altitude here so we can get the speed back.
Is available, advice ready to copy.
Very copy, 557 copy.
This might mess up our chances of making Gurgel.
Nantucket, via the Hanscom 5 departure with the vectors Marconi view R Lima Foxtrot Victor, then us filed. Maintain 2000, departures with me, squawk 5367.
Alright, cleared and then second to the Hanscom 5 vectors.
Let's give it some help with the speed brakes.
With you on departure in 536.
Yeah, she definitely needs some assistance here.
555 Mike Alpha, the readback is correct. Call for taxi, break Air France 334 X-ray, turn left heading 250, join the localizer, runway 22 left.
Speed brakes out.
250 is clear and then runway 22 left, Air France, Rachel Flex, right.
JetBlue 0521 Boston, approach.
0521, identified.
So below 9, so I'm gonna go into 7.
Boston Center, hello, you're climbed way through the top altitudes. Top altitude at Boston's 5,000 feet. Climb and maintain 14,000 and speed 250.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, speed 051.
United 593, descend and maintain 3,000. United 593, descend and maintain 3,000.
Okay, we're about 800 feet too high, I think.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo fly, present heading vectors to final, descend and maintain 5,000.
Maintain present heading, descend and maintain 5,000 vectors for final, Lufthansa 7 Kilo. Alright.
France 334 X-ray, you're 10 miles from focus, maintain 3,000
Yeah, let's
until
keep that
established
trade
on the
going.
localizer, cleared RLS from
Headings
82
pulled,
left approach,
5,000
speed
set.
180.
Speed
We'll keep the speed brakes out. And if we're getting vectors to final, I'll go ahead and set the direct to Noli with the radial in.
You trying to check in your radar contact while we maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000, JetBlue 45.
Well, it's not the radial in then, yeah? Or that'd be radial out.
Number 123 Kilo Sierra 10
I'll
rating
just select that.
020.
Yeah, that's not it.
Okay, 320 for 123 Kilo Sierra.
It's 020.
Direct to Noli.
020.
And the radial in is going to be
Kilo
035. So we're going to follow that radial in.
Seabird 0521, contact Boston
That's it.
Center 133.45.
No nav intercept, yep. Sort of the point we're using. Okay, you can clear, we don't need that, we're just going to use heading. So no nav intercept is necessary.
Approach 555 Mike Alpha, ready for
Okay.
taxi at the west rim.
555 Mike Alpha, wet runway set up.
Let's go into LS here.
I can take 29.
LS there.
555 Mike Alpha, runway 29 taxi, via Mike Echo.
So at 22 miles, well close to 20 miles, we need to be at 6,000 feet. Boston is almost sea level, so we'll just call it sea level. And we're 2,000 feet too high for my liking. That being said, we're in a good position to set flaps 1, which will then add a lot of drag and we'll be able to come on in neatly.
United 593 Boston, approach, listen up, you're on base.
From this point on, you have about 8 minutes.
United 593
So I'm going to start recording.
United 593, go ahead.
Right, that was 5 times. United 593, turn left heading 200, join the localizer, runway 22 left base.
I have a good feeling about this landing today.
Air France 224 X-ray speed 180 until focus, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
180 Latin, Tower 128, this 18. Bye-bye, good day, sir. Air France, structure point.
Thank you. Lufthansa 7 Kilo, turn right heading 0 at correction 300, descend and maintain 3,000.
Right turn heading 300, descend and maintain 3,000, Lufthansa 7 Kilo. Okay, so it's not going to be as straight in as we thought, so the speed brakes are now in. 300 is set, 3,000 set.
23.7, Sirius, JetBlue 45.
So it's similar to what the Air France got as well.
0 miles from Ripon, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared RLS runway 22 left approach.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I was a bit too hasty putting that speed brake back in. Let's bring her back out.
593, correct speed 180 until focus.
180
Boston approach, Delaware 955, good afternoon, descending 11,000 feet.
Okay, speed brakes can go back in. I've done my recalculation and turns out it is in fact correct. We'll be fine.
Expect to left, left approach, Boston United 3020, Delaware 955.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, speed 180.
Can I take Sierra Echo to 29 Mike?
Flaps 1.
555 Mike Echo, Mike Alpha, I might have read the chart wrong, I'm quite busy, that's approved, that's okay, so thank you. United 593, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Well, I didn't have a chance to read back.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, speed 180.
Speed 180 knots, Lufthansa 7 Kilo. Okay, so flaps 1, speed 180 knots is set.
Direct brief for the RNAV runway 23.
3348, so we're nice on the on the glide, I mean.
Clear direct,
Not sure why we're not seeing that yet.
For the for RNAV 23, 122 Sierra.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo, turn left heading 250, join the localizer, runway 22 left.
Left heading 250, join localizer only, runway 22 left. Lufthansa 7 Kilo. 250, localizer only, 250 set.
7 Kilo, correct, you're 10 miles from focus, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS approach, runway 22 left, Lufthansa 7 kilo. Okay.
Yeah, correction, American 1242, descend and maintain 3000, speed C10 and a descent.
C 5 per minute won't be satisfactory at 180 knots.
Lufthansa 7 kilo, speed 180 until Vocus, contact Boston Tower 128.8, bye-bye.
Speed 180 until Vocus, Boston Tower 128.8, Lufthansa 7 kilo, goodbye.
Charlie 123 kilo, Sierra cross Nobri.
It's weird saying
point
0.8. 128 decimal 8.
100, cleared on up, runway 23
Go
approach
ahead
to
and
Lawrence.
set 1288. I feel the airplane turning. Must have got the localizer. Over to tower. Lockstar, fantastic. Let's go ahead and set flaps 2 because it's going to be. Vocus is quite far ahead. It's 4 miles, so 180 to 4 is challenging to say the least. Say hello. Logan Tower, Lufthansa 7 kilo, good afternoon. 12 miles on the localizer, runway 22 left. To the right frequency 1288.
United 593, reduced to minimum approach speed. Lufthansa 7 kilo, heavy, Boston Tower, hello. Wind number 3 actually, behind Airbus 319, 6 knots final, wind 2108, runway 22 left, clear land.
Clear land runway 22 left, Lufthansa 7 kilo. We've been advised speed 180 until Vocus, but we'd like to request 180 to 10 thereafter 160 to 4.
Lufthansa 7 kilo, heavy, that's approved.
Thank you, 180 to 10, 160 to 4, Lufthansa 7 kilo. Okay, just a little bit more realistic, because going all the way to 4 miles at 180 unconfigured, very close to 1000 above, is challenging. So we're gonna go, we've made the 180 to 10, we'll go ahead and set 160 here. We'll have a short moment where we're gonna be flat and level before the glide slope comes to meters. So at 3000 feet we were clear for the approach. The approach mode is now armed. And we'll put on the second autopilot as well. We're number 3. We'll do 160 to 4 miles.
Air France 334 X-ray heavy, welcome to Boston. Taxi via Echo, right on Mike. Foxtrot, hold short runway to the right.
Oh shit, I didn't do any of the 10,000 stuff. Oh my god.
Right, Mike and Echo, all short to the right, Air France 334.
Okay, let's just assume my cabin crew are proactive and they've got stuff sorted out. Glasgow captured the missed approach is 3000. Oh my gosh, distractions. Checked. Right, to me this is as good a time as any to lower the gear. Let's go ahead and do that. Gear down. Nice, gears down.
Air France 334 X-ray, looks like you're taxiing via Echo and also crossing runway 22 right. That is not allowed, sir. Contact ground point narrow, please.
Flaps 3.
Echo Alpha, cross to right and contact ground 11.9. Thank you, assistant Air France 334.
Flaps full, we were clear to land. So we can go ahead and set those lights on.
American 703, Boston Tower, hello. Runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Runway 22 right, line up and wait, American 703.
Alright, wish me luck. I'll just tell you what the landing rate monitor says, and you can take my word for it. That's 4 miles, back to the approach speed. I thought it would auto arm, but okay, so there we go, we are now definitely in approach mode. They cleared land, so let's enjoy that a little bit. Cab 1. Oh, I lie. I think I've done a flight to Boston.
703, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff.
From
Cleared for takeoff, runway 22 right, American 703.
Hong Kong to Boston.
United 593, welcome to
On the
Boston.
340-300, but I think, sorry, on the 350-900 from Cathay Pacific, but I think it got stuck. But here we are, past the 1,000 feet, and we were configured. Yeah, it's good.
Outside doing American 1242, outside focus 22 left.
American 1242, Boston Tower, hello, number 2, behind a heavy Airbus 340, 2 miles final, caution wake turbulence, runway 22 left, clear land.
22 left from 2 for land, American 1242.
United 593, cross runway 22 right on Charlie, contact ground point 9er.
Got a little bit of turbulence there. No stress, land. Well, after flying the 380 and 350 does not feel as responsive, but I guess that's part of it.
Contact departure.
I feel like I'm overcorrecting it. There we go, that's nice. Slightly red on the puppy, visually it looks okay. We might be losing the height a little bit. Continue to land, threshold landing. Okay, looks pretty. Go. .18 G at 168 foot per minute. Roll out. Flight time of 7 hours and 43 minutes. Manual braking. We'll exit here on Papa.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy, welcome to Boston. Taxi by Echo, right on Mike. Foxtrot, hold short runway 22 right.
Taxi via Echo, right on Mike, hold short runway 22 right. Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy.
On Foxtrot, please.
Sorry, so Echo, right Mike, and on Foxtrot, hold short 22 right. Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy. So we've turned right now on Mike. Echo is... wait, I need to find Foxtrot. Yep, so it's another right turn for Foxtrot. We're gonna go join something there. Clearly marked as a taxiway. So let's go ahead and turn right. Alright, so not my favorite landing, I don't think, but not that bad either. I think once we got over those trees there, because I have the turbulence set to realistic, I think it was a bit wobbly, and maybe my corrections were a bit too aggressive or just not quite enough, I can't tell. But it was definitely affected the landing and the flare. For me, the screen height felt also quite... I felt like we were okay at screen height, maybe a tad bit low, but on the flare, I kept the power on just a little bit longer, and I don't know. I mean, let's go take a look at the replay after. So I'll stop the recording of said replay, and we'll just watch the part that we're actually interested in. Okay, TAR only. Let's go ahead and put that on standby. Don't need the weather radar. CMC, so we're crossing Charlie now, next Foxtrot. Okay, so maybe not quite as busy as I expected it would be, but it's still not bad. Lower down to 10 knots here for this turn.
Boston Tower, Philadelphia 955. Good
A bit
evening.
more.
At ILS to the left.
And let's turn her in sharp.
Yugoslavia 955, Boston Tower, hello, runway to the left, clear land. To the left, clear to line to Philadelphia 955. Lufthansa 7.
Okay, we hold short of this runway.
November 5172, Charlie, bar runway 2 to right, line up and wait, traffic crossing downfield.
2 to right, line up and wait, 70 Charlie.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy, cross runway 2 to right on Foxtrot, contact ground point 9er, traffic holding position.
Thank you. Cross runway 22 right on Foxtrot. Switch to ground on point 9er. Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy, thank you.
American 1242, welcome.
Point 9er, so 128 9er. That was a bit too much power on those engines. Didn't turn on the lights for the crossing. Let's try and expedite. Oh, 121.9er, no 1.
Full select ILS 2 left for W930.
Boston ground, hello, Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy on Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy, Boston ground, taxi via Bravo, Lima to parking, good day.
Bravo and Lima to parking, Lufthansa 7 Kilo Heavy, thank you, good day. Bravo and Lima, so Bravo's off to the right, I need to find Lima now.
Saturn 1 Lima Heavy, cross, runway 15 right, hold short of 15 left.
Crossing runway 15 right and holding short to 15 left.
Air France 334 X-ray Heavy, unfortunately you missed my instructions for the third time. I'm not going to be able to provide agency service to you, so you can just taxi your discretion wherever you want.
Yeah, Foxtrot Chef X-ray, Bravo, Charlie, Bravo Zulu Alpha is on front of.
You are now on Alpha, you never turned on Echo, you never turned on Alpha 2, you never turned on Charlie. I'm not sure what else I can do for you.
Fair enough.
United 2610 Boston ground, push approved.
Push approved, Unit 2610.
Saturn 1 Lima Heavy at November, cross runway 15 left, monitor Boston Tower 128.8, good day.
Can you repeat for Saturn 1 Lima?
Saturn 1 Lima Heavy at November, cross runway 15 left, monitor Boston Tower 128.8.
So today they parked us in Echo 10. Let's see if that's going to be available. GSX. Oopsie. Toggle menu.
Monitoring Boston Tower 128.8. Bye bye.
And cross runway 15 left.
And cross runway 15 left.
Okay, sometimes it's easier with integration off. So Echo 10, let's see. Heavy. Quest follow me? No. Who's gonna help us out? Neither of these guys are our friends, so let's go to Swissport. Is the ILS hold short? No Cat 2 operations in progress, no LVP in progress. So Lima is coming up and then we'll turn left. Echo 10 will be sort of on that
and
one.
Boston
Ah, there it is,
can you
Echo
repeat
10.
for Saturn 1 Lima departure runway?
It's runway 22 right.
Runway 22 right, sorry about that, I confused it with 22 left.
Turning left on Lima.
No worries.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only guy who actually checks OTAMs and reads the actual star and gets a general idea of the layout of the airport. I need to find out where the other air front is, just in case he decides to come barreling down my way. Alright, so we're gonna crack a right turn here, and then Echo 10 is going to be a decently sharp turn to the left. Let's go ahead and start the APU now. Oh gosh, this is off. When did I turn it off? Okay. Okay, I think this is now Echo 10. Yep. Yes, it is. Okay, Echo 10. Gonna turn in, so I'll turn that back off then. Nice sharp turn. Come on. Maybe a bit too sharp. How's this? Okay. Keep that rate going, and not bad. I think I might be slightly askew. My tail might be off to the left a little bit. A bit fast.
Boston ground, United 2610, request taxi.
United 2610, squawk mode Charlie.
Okay, so something tells me I'm a bit too far. Let's just take a look from outside. Yep.
Squawking mode Charlie, 2610.
Classic GSX. Need to get a new profile, obviously. That's my bad. Okay. So the parking brake is set. The APU is now available. It's definitely been 3 minutes. So we can go and shut it down.
American 240 is ready to taxi spot 7 with Quebec.
American 240 Boston ground, runway 22 right, taxi via Kilo Bravo November, cross runway 15 right, hold short of 15 left.
Kilo Bravo November, cross 15
nice, all
right,
pulling
hold
down.
short of 15 left, American 240.
Oopsie.
United 2610, runway 22 right, taxi
That's
via
off.
Echo Bravo
Bacon,
November,
that's
cross
off.
runway
Seatbelts
15
off.
right, hold short of 15
Let's get
left.
the bleeds on for some aircon, and that's it. Ladies and gents,
22 right,
we have
via
arrived
Echo
in Boston.
Bravo November, cross 15 right, hold short
It took
15
us
left,
8 hours and 12 minutes. And this is us. We have overshot the parking position because we trusted GSX. There must be a way to kind of do it without the profiles. Hey, honestly, the GSX profile stuff is it's getting a little bit tedious for me, to be honest. It's hard to kind of keep track of what I have, what I don't, so yeah. Good, so welcome to Boston. We are just about to go watch that replay. It turns out it wasn't as busy as I maybe expected it would be. So all is good. A lot of 350s. Didn't really see a lot of 777s.
Again, 240, give 8 to the United 737 that's off your left side. You're going to be number 2 behind them at Bravo.
Following United on Bravo, American 240.
Very nice. So we are now going to go watch that replay. We'll disconnect from these guys. And then we're probably going to have to restart all the engines again, so APU bleed is on. Let's get the fuel back in. Just for that replay, I have a feeling that it was a bit heavy. But I want to watch it myself. And put these engines on start. Let's go ahead with the same start sequence, engine number 1 first. And this time we can enjoy it from an external view. And I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be a half decent landing. Does she not want to spin? She does, okay. Let's see if we can't watch it from out here. So remind me again, engine number 1 is this one, and looks like she's having a good start. Very nice, very nice. Total panic stations here. Just relax, I got this. All of this will work once all the engines are started, so it's not a big deal. And we'll go ahead and start number 2 engine. Watch it spool up. Compared to modern jetliners, that is a lot of fan blades. A lot of straight edge fan blades. Okay. Keep spinning. Alright, seems like there's no N2 for that engine. Oh no, there it is. Must have done something like a motoring. There she goes. Oh, I guess that's the beauty of auto start, right? Like she just took care of it herself. And it was no stress whatsoever. Well, I assume it'll take about the same amount of time to start engine number 3. So while we do that, we can go find a nice view for the landing so we can enjoy that as well. I'm sorry, I keep getting stuck again. This is ridiculous. Yeah, definitely some sort of network issue. The way it works is I've sort of connected my PC with my phone to use as like a webcam, and it's not working out very well at the moment. Cool, so let's go ahead and start number 3, and while we start that, we can go ahead and find a nice view for us. Let's see if any of these fixed cameras are any good for landing. How does this look on stream? You can't really see the end of the tires, can you? This is a bit too close, I think. This is interesting. Also interesting, but not exactly what I'm looking for. How about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You see it's doing the same thing again. It's just there we go. 11, 12 is inside, 13 is inside. Okay, so none of these. I guess this is the best we could get for a landing, but I don't really like it. Let's go back to the camera drone and see if we can't figure something out for ourselves. Would you all say for something that's like a little bit rear quarter, like so, where you can still kind of see the gear, but also can see as we come over the threshold and all that. Yeah, I think this is a good position to watch landing. Let's see how that looks up on your stream. Not bad. Maybe I'll move it slightly like this, so you can see a bit more, less of the tail maybe. What do we think? I think it's a decent angle to watch a landing. We could maybe go down a bit more. Nah, yeah. I like this. I think this is it. This is our landing view for today. So we can go a tad bit to the back and a bit more across the wing like so. It looks a bit different on my screen than it will on stream, so I'm trying to make sure that you guys see it nicely as well. And if I zoom in a bit, does it look better or no? Well, it's zoomed a bit too far. Again, just a tad bit too far. I think around 85 was good, wasn't it? Yeah, so we can watch something like this, so we get like an overview of the nose, we can see everything. I think it's pretty good, so we'll use this for the other engine stable as well. Starting the last one there. Yeah, so I forget how much it says. At 116 foot per minute, or 1.16 G, I think it was. So it wasn't a butter, but it wasn't heavy or hard by any means. It was just boom. Here we are. Welcome, sort of kind of landing. Oh. We're just waiting for engine number 1 to start up. Sorry, engine number 4 to start up, and then we'll be happy what we have next. So yeah. I wonder if there was a way to maybe save your final position. Yep, there we go, 246, or to just like save the replay and then like you'd go back and the replay would just start. Because right now we've spent about 5 minutes just waiting for the engines to start, and they are all available now, so we can end the start sequence. Let me just go ahead and set the flaps as I did for the arrival. These were on, these were on, the lights I mean. APU was off, we can turn it off again. I did go auto brakes low, but I don't think at this time that's quite as important. And I think we are set up. So let's go ahead and go back to an external view and watch that replay. We're not really interested in the whole thing, are we? We're just interested in the actual landing phase. So that's us coming in. I think somewhere around here is good to watch. Nice, that was us fully configured. Coming in from Frankfurt. The actual flight's done by an A340-300, so I do think I will recreate this flight or a few of Lufthansa's A340-300 routes. Once Aerosoft and Tolis release their variant of it, I think it's going to be really nice. I think I've only ever flown Lufthansa long haul on those two. I've flown on... Oh, actually no, I think I've done a bit more. Yeah. Lufthansa long haul I've flown on the A330s, the A340-300, the A340-600, and the 747-400. I still have to take off a 747-8, and I'm not really sure when I'm going to do that or how I'm going to do that. Might be the last 747-8 to catch. Anyway, let me go try see if you guys like this or maybe the showcase view that we had sorted out earlier. I think the actual... How's that, guys? I think this looks not so bad. Can get a nice view to landing. Alternatively, we can go do the same thing on the other quarter, so we can get some of the city in the background as well. See a bit of the nose. How do we like that? I think this is a very clean view. I think the landing rate monitor will go on again once more, so we can take a look at what is said again. I think it was 1.16 G, or 160 foot per minute and 1.16 G. 1.16 Gs. So somewhere over here, as we went over the trees, you see we started getting slightly unstable. I'm not sure where it came from. I wonder if it's like got to do with some interaction with the terrain, but it seems about right where we hit the layer of mechanical turbulence. So to me, it was pretty good, pretty realistic. I'm gonna go grab a screenshot here. It's pretty good screening. Alright, over the numbers. Overall, it looked good. I felt like I was over controlling a bit, but I don't see too much movement. And I keep the power on a bit longer, and then I slice it here. And then we have a decent landing. It said 1.13 G at 129 foot per minute. And there go the full reversers. And somewhere around this point I start stowing them a little bit to go to idle reverse. And below 45 knots we managed to make the high speed turn. Minimum runway occupancy time as required. And that was it. That brought us to the end of our event. That brought us to the end of our long haul flight. Took most of the day. And it was a bit dull. Yeah, as far as flights go. Yeah. Definitely need a good book or a movie to keep yourself entertained for this one. Well, this doesn't show that my nose wheel was actually turning my tiller, but okay. Huh, I was starting to wonder if I actually taxied with the reverses out. I don't think so. But there's a distinct possibility that yes, I did. Because the, what do you call it? The, calibration seems to be slightly off for whatever reason. Oh. Oh, this is where we, where we had stopped the recording. Alright, folks. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope you all had a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful evening. Hope you enjoyed the arrival into Boston. Maybe you got an idea on things that you could prepare. I think we saw somebody who maybe wasn't as prepared as they could have been. Just for your next time going into VATSIM, it's pretty chill. Just, you know, get ahead of the game a little bit and try to figure out what's coming at you before it comes at you. I feel like that's the big toss-up, yeah. We wish you, well, I wish you a pleasant evening, pleasant morning, pleasant afternoon, wherever you are. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll do one of these again soonish. So if you did enjoy sort of the commentary, the front-end commentary as we did the arrival, I don't know if you can maybe follow on YouTube or on Twitch, whichever channel you're watching on, and you'll be able to catch a stream the next time. And I'd love to have you guys participate. You know, we could have a nice conversation about things, your questions and suggestions, that kind of stuff. Thanks very much for joining me. I'll leave you once again. Maybe we can take a quick spin around the airplane so we can see what she's about. But in this case with the gear up, because the gear was actually up around here. Beautiful. Very nice. I do like a four-holer. And it's a wonderful time, the late afternoon, to arrive into Boston. Thanks very much, everyone. And we'll see you the next time around. Goodbye. Have yourself a wonderful